barometer for what he can go for throughout this game.
Yep.
If there's ever a game where you can see like a highlight reel for Rubik stealing good spells and doing crazy stuff, it could be this game.
I agree with you. I know that you know, everyone goes like Fissure, Black Hole, Ice Path are the best, but Lucent Beam is an amazing ability on Rubik. Honestly, like super long cast range, a lot of damage, bit of a stun. It's all good. In terms of facets, I was like, TB went for a different fast. Usually we see the no minimum cost to no threshold to Sunder, but he went for the Soul Fragment one. Unusual, because a lot of times you want to go for like, you know, you're going to be at risk, you go very low health, you want to be able to Sunder and get them to like within one hit away from dying. So this is unusual to me, to see this one.
Yeah, it is very interesting. We'll see how it does pan out. Obviously, already getting a free D-ward to start things off. Rogue Squad are happy about that one. They're just going to start walking forwards. Obviously, they have this high ground vision. They find RR. Luna in danger. Fantastic Ravage comes on out from them, and they take down one. Luris is probably going to lose his life for this one, but it's fine. They've got the first blood. Can they get a +1? Pegasus is actually maybe in danger as Zet's trying to do what he can. They turn around onto Wind Touch. Another right click's all they need from Sesson. He's not fast enough to get it. Instead, Zet will be the casualty. He goes down. Copycat standing his ground. Will actually get a double kill himself, but it's going to cost him his life. It's a 4-for-2 trade with the first blood going the way of Rogue Squad.
Huge. Oh, got the first blood. It's Pegasus, so it's not like super great, but you're still going to have your... Oh, the Queen of Pain instantly finishes her null talismans, buys some stats, she's going to TP back. Oh, and guess what? They're also in position to take Bounty Ruins as they get 2 of them, 3 of them. Oh, yeah, yeah. 1,000 gold.
Like, Pegasus is going to be rich. That's 3 Bounty Runes. He got 2 D-wards. He got first blood and an extra kill. Like, this guy is extremely wealthy for position 5 at the start of the game.
Yes, he is. He's going to be having a good time. But now let's talk a little bit about the lanes. So bottom lane, Lion Medusa versus Beastmaster and Morta. Honestly, I favor the... I mean, of course, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I favor the Morta and the Beastmaster a little bit more, just because Lion is so squishy. I don't think you're going to do anything to Medusa, but Lion should be very easy to catch and kill. Not easy, but the easiest target in this lane.
Yeah, I mean, it's all going to come down to Pegasus' positioning, and I feel if he gets caught out, then for sure we could see him go down. But Shek Chili, he's gonna be chilling, as his name suggests. It's not going to be too much to threaten him, unless of course Lion leaves the lane or dies consecutively, and then they can try and solo out. But I have to wait and see for that one.
By the way, the fact that he's able to start with Tranquil Boots at like 2 minutes or a minute and a half, he's going to buy Pegasus, is a huge deal. Because now he'll always be full health. Anytime he takes harass, he goes back. And Lion is fragile, but bringing that 600 health hero as it increases more and more levels up, it's not going to be easy. So, alright, top lane. This also favors Covenant quite a bit, actually. It's Luna and Jakiro, 2 very strong laners against Terrorblade and Rubik. But... let's go Rogue Squad for now.
Oh yeah, Wind Touch, chucks back in, a couple right clicks all their needs, Luris will get in range, and there it is, another kill found there for Rogue Squad, this time going the way of their off-lane TB. It's just a lot of action to start things off, and it's all favouring the Radiant so far.
Yes it is, this is not a lane that Rogue Squad should be winning, which they, to be fair, they're not, like they're actually equal in CS, but that kill helps a lot, Alright, and that's what you do, by the way. You just spam that spell out a few times. What's it called again? The Q for the Terrorblade? What's it called? It's like, I mean, reflection. Thank you. All right.
God, it's a sad day when the play-by-play knows the skill name before the analyst does. That's not good.
Okay. How many spells are doing? Well, like 400 and I think 500 actually. And items and neutrals and neutral items with abilities. You can forget what.
And all I need to know is one more than you for me to feel really happy. That's fine.
to look really good. Oh, Queen of Pain went for the double strike.
I literally just noticed that as well. As soon as he cast it, I was like, that's very interesting. What do you think the reason behind that is?
I'm not sure, to be frank with you. I don't know if it's win you the lane. I mean, it's doing decent. He's 18-4 to the 14-3, but I chalk that up to him having a much better start, you know, because they start off with a few more kills, not because he's got Shadow Strike. This is it's certainly very unusual. I don't know. Can't say I love it, but it's fine.
I mean, we'll see how it pans out. I mean, obviously, the slow harassment can be pretty useful, but considering you're against the Invoker, just the 3 Quas Orbs, you've got that extra form of lifesteal, and so it seems like Zet is able to sustain regardless of this constant spam, so maybe it's not going to pan out too well for himself.
And in general, the Invokers these days are more stat heavy compared to before when they go for that Witchblade. The double null. Oh, he's dead. He might be dying. Yeah, he's definitely dead.
Yeah, Wind Touch, caught out position there. Oh, thought about trying to get the trade on to Pumpu, but instead he's getting ran out right now. The meta has ran out. One more right click's all the needs, but he's going to turn around before he gets too close to the tower. Instead, Pumpu, he's actually to get taken down instead, so it does turn into a 1-for-1 trade with RR, get a bit of solo experience.
I'm wondering if my thoughts on this lane are completely wrong, because I thought that Luna and Jakiro are just so strong that Terrorblade and Rubik would suffer. You know, Rubik's pretty solid in the lane. Terrorblade with this build is okay, but Jakiro, Luna. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, both of them getting extreme low. They stand at the ground, and it is Nesta that comes out on top, just barely though. But at the same time, he's going to be able to get a couple of refills on the bottom with the water runes, potentially on the bounty as well. But down bot lane, more deaths coming the way as they lose the Beastmaster, trade on towards Pegasus. But again, it's the Medusa still standing, so they're happy on the side of Rogue Squad. And Copycat, maybe going to die as well. He does. It's a double kill. Good lord.
What is the game? I feel bad for Observer. He has to be like, dude, everyone's dying. What am I supposed to do? Catch them all, obviously, as they should be able to get the Terrorblade.
Oh, no, he's able to walk away. Instead, maybe one in danger. The Fade Bolt from Pampu not in range, and instead Wind Touch takes the easiest kill of his entire Dota 2 career. That was just free to give, but Pegasus is here, but the creeps actually spot him out. So he's not going to be able to find anything, or is he? One more right click's all he needs. Copycat also TPing in for this one. Headshot pushing him back on through with the calling. Pegasus should be going down. Unless he's got to be careful as Luris is going to try and stand his ground. Ice Path is there, and instead this TB is going to be the one to fall. There's some very strange overcommit, but here comes the Queen of Pain. Just out in range to get Wind Touch. So close to taking down the Luna as well. Because, hang on, RR is still hanging around. Observer Ward sees him, and not expecting the Queen of Pain to still be here. Yeah, slowly and surely he will be falling down. So it turns into a very good rotation from the Quap.
Yep, it's well worth it. Just because, to be fair, RR got really greedy. He should have left the moment the Sonic Wave was dodged. Oh, good dead shot. Yeah. Very good calling.
Nice. Pampu, though, with the telekinesis, disjointed the stump by just a few seconds. And that's all they needed to get the Queen of Pain out of there. Very close there.
But he's got one skill for it. Where's he going to put it? Yeah, they refilled the bottle. This guy's on top of things. He does go for the second point in Scream of Pain. Oh,
okay,
God!
All right, more action going on. He's still here. There's a TP also coming in from the +1, but he actually cancels it. And Blue Riz is just slowly getting walked at, to be honest. Pampu, Zvirus no HP, the beam just in range to get him.
It's nighttime, so Luna does have that extra vision. In most situations, Rubik would have not been seen and he would have made it out, but just because, you know, it is against the Luna, you spot it. Oh, God, what are we supposed to talk about? Everyone died, and they're all killing. Shake Chili's at the top, though. He has been free from it. Can we look at net worth for a second? That might give us a very, a more obvious picture, yeah. Shake Chili's having a really good time. Lotus is not. Despite all the involvement of the TB and stuff, he's actually doing less well than the Beastmaster.
Yeah, I mean, he has 2 deaths on him, I suppose, and just the sheer amount of action is making it very hard for him to actually find time to go for the CS, so it's... I suppose it's forgivable, and like you were saying, if the build is just to go for like lots of points into like the illusions, maybe he'll recover eventually.
Fair, yeah. No, I meant, no, usually you max out Reflection, and I don't know if you... after that, you usually go meta, so you don't farm as fast with this build. It's not the best at recovering. Still, he's having a decent time so far. Luna is having an okay... Oh, this would be a big one.
Okay, EMP is going to take away a lot of the mana. There's just no stick charges here for Shek Chili. He's just dead. Okay, comes up the last second, but it's not going to make any difference. It looks like he's still going to die. One more record, maybe he can get a deny on towards the neutrals, and he will. Very nicely done there for Shek Chili. Salvages that very dire situation.
Really well done. Really well done by him. And then... At the same time, they also get the Jakiro on the top lane. Yeah, sure, Shake Chili dying was not, what you want, but to die like that, best way. TB, what's he gonna go for next? I imagine it's going to be the pipe, but he hasn't queued up just yet. Observer, do you think we're gonna get a pipe or do you think we're gonna get something crazy? You can. We'll let him figure out how he's gonna communicate.
Yeah. He can just write some words on the map.
Pipe, there you go.
Yeah.
I really have to
Makes
go all the way there. You could have just tried a normal chat. That's good.
Could have just drawn a picture of Gandalf on the mini map. You know, that's much easier ways.
What the? Oh yeah, because Gandalf smokes a lot.
He smokes all the time, mate. He's a crack fiend, old Gandalf. Meanwhile, down at the bot, it looks like Shek Chili dived to fight his tier 2 tower. The TP's all coming in, but it's too late to save him. That's a very nice play there from the Covenant to just bring him down 2 times in a row. It's really going to hinder the farming speed of this Doozer.
It is, and Beastmaster getting the kill as well. He is, by the way, he's going for the helmet of Overlord. In a game like this where it's a bit close, it's a risky one, but it's a good item. I like it overall that he's going for it. I also like that Zed has decided to make space for his team. He's like, yo, Sessions, you know, he's very strong right now. Late game Invoker still valuable. Late game Co-op a bit less. So he's like, yeah, let me just make some space and hope the other guys can recover. I like it. It's a good adjustment.
For sure. And it's basically still like a less than 1k gold lead. There was a fair bit of time where Rogue Squadron did have a sizable lead, but it's been completely negated at this point. Fight's coming the way. Zet just invis amongst everybody. He's getting so much information right now, but there's going to be the Hex to start things off. Icepath trying to make some space with the Sonic Wave. Zet is the first casualty. The cooling coming in from the backline to copycat, control them up. Oh, the Eclipse just destroying both the supports. And they are able to turn it into a 2-for-1, but Shek Chili actually slivering into this one, but everybody's already disengaged. Just a 2-for-1.
Another one where you're kind of happy on the Covenant. Again, you're losing Invoker, he's the lowest value core, but as a spellcaster, you're always going to be useful because you have so many disables, and you're getting the 2 supports. Remember Pegasus, #1 support net worth, starts off with first blood. He's having a good time. Ooh, speaking of having a bad time.
Yeah, Lou Riz actually going to go and use the Sunder on his carry. I mean, it is a Medusa, I suppose. It's not the worst thing in the world. He only loses 200 HP, where Lou Riz gains like 800 value.
It is, but it also tells you that Sunder's no longer available. It looks like they want to fight uncovered copycats here. Dagon's available now on Session, just delivered, so a lot of that damage he was taking is not going to be there anymore. He's going to be actually regenerating as... There you go. Oh, and
majority of people are disengaged from Rogue Squad, so not really that interested sticking around, although they're still going to carry on poking on towards Wind Touch. Finger from afar does bring him down. Another stun just to land on towards Zet, but they'll take it. You know, first finger charge on the board.
They need to play around the Beastmaster if you're the Covenant. Your RR is kind of like half in, half out. I'm not too engaged in fighting. And we know Invoker, as we mentioned many times, it's just the weakest core right now. So Beastmaster is your playmaker. Covenant needs to move around that. Or he needs to go to them. One way or another, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's still chilling for now. I mean, he's 1,200 gold away from the Overlord, so I guess that's just what he's waiting for. But it kind of depends on how much more space Rogue Squad I nearly said it again. I'm gonna claim in that amount of, like, 2 minutes.
All right. So I was reading a message. I was like, what's that? And in the meantime, though, looks like Terrorblade just he's gonna get the pipe, as we mentioned. What is the Morta building? Because if Morta goes for something like a diffusal, that could be interesting. It is going to be the ATOS, probably the Gleipnir. That's also a really good item. No points in her ulti. Huh. Okay.
I mean, yeah, there was some, back when I used to spam a lot of Muerta support, there were several games where it's just not worth getting the ultimate at all.
Yeah.
When there is just an overwhelming amount of magic damage, you just end up killing yourself even faster in a lot of the fights, which this is exactly one of those games. Queen of Pain, Lion, Rubik, you pop your ult, you get fingered, you're dead. It's just not worth it.
I agree with you, actually. I was looking at it as well. I was like, apart from the Medusa, no one really right-clicks on the raid side. So if Medusa's not involved in fights, you don't really need your ultimate. Because the only value of it will be standing next to her and hitting her the whole time. As Pegasus, missed the Ice Path. That could have been a kill, but missed the Ice Path means no.
Yeah. I mean, even if they did commit, they probably would have had to use the Roar and everything and so close to a tier 2 tower just for a position 5. Maybe not even worth the risk, to be honest with you. Just leave him be. He's only a little poor old Lion.
Poor old lion. The guy. Do you think he went to hell because he was such a nice guy?
Radiant are scanning.
Well, you know, maybe.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
he, like a Robin Hood style. Maybe he was dodging
Mm.
taxes and giving them to people who couldn't afford bread. How do you know?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what happens when after Robin Hood got married?
Does this hurt?
What?
Was
He stole from the rich and he gave it to his wife.
Yeah. Well, if that's not like a euphemism for the way that the capital system works, then I don't know what is.
I like that. Usually we're on VMake, so I can't see your face. But when I saw that one, I saw his eyes drop a little bit, and I was like, yes. You know, life's good.
There's the benefit here. Constantly see your mug. Oh, it's beautiful, mate. It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Now I feel a bit
Mm.
shy. All right, I guess it's getting very close to that Blink Dagger, which is going to be do a lot for him. One thing I find interesting is that Beastmaster. Oh, Beastmaster. Speaking of him, about to get the roar. Won't even need it actually. That was nice. The Hex actually saves him from using the roar. He should be very happy.
Yeah, that's Valley. You know, the Beastmaster letting the beast do all the work. He just sits in the trees and waits. That's all he gets to do.
He doesn't have any point wild access, by the way. Maxed out the inner beast and the boar, so full on for his minions, which means that may have delayed his farm because he couldn't get any stacks, but doesn't look like it. It looks like he's perfectly all right.
Heavenly Overlord now completed though, so he's gonna have to make
Yes.
trips to go and grab those ancient creeps. We'll see what he's gonna be able to find. Like, out of all the ancient creeps, what's like the tip top? You know, the creme de la creme.
In my opinion, is the Granite Golem. I think the Granite Golem giving you like something like 20% extra health for your whole team is massive. Most people though prefer the Thunder Hide because it gives you that massive attack speed. And you know they're both good, but I'm definitely in the Granite Golem.
Dire's middle tower is
Well, it looks like his creep of choice was actually the Black Dragon.
No, that was what was around.
First of the
Yeah.
fight, and then they're going to tug on towards Lou Riz. He's controlled. He is dead. No chance to Sunder. And they will be able to find that free kill. Oh, Pampa actually turns around for a split second. That's probably going to cost him his life. Nice telekinesis there to get the stun. Deadshot will land. Find a right click there from the Dragon. Will secure the kill. You say it was the only one around, but he could have gone and checked the other ancient camp if he really wanted. But he was like, he just couldn't be bothered. He was just going to take whatever was closest.
Radiant
Yeah, also he's a smart guy. I don't want to go all the way to the enemy side of the map to look at what ancient creep they have. I'll take what's around and I'll be okay
This
with
one's
it.
right. There's two ancient stat creeps on the
yeah,
side.
true,
You know?
true.
When was the last time you played Dota?
This morning? Ah, look at it, Granite Golem. Oh, boo! He could have gotten it. Could have gotten it if he wanted to. Hey, I won today. By the way, I won one MMR today. I lost the game, lost like 24. Then won the game after, get 25. I was like, woohoo! Grinding.
That one MMR. You know, technically, in the grand scheme of Dota, you probably overtook like, I don't know, a minimum of about 80 people. Just that one extra MMR.
Unlikely. No, we have a number that tells us that didn't happen.
All right, 50. 10.
No.
One?
Not even one.
Oh.
We got one MMR, one guy.
Radiant's bottom
Well, there you
tower
go.
is under
See,
attack.
every little helps.
Well, looks like they're going to be digging. Oh, they're going to jump.
Okay, start off. Copycat is absolutely annihilated. The question is, will they get the trade on towards Pegasus? They will be able to bring him down. Zet maybe steps a little bit too far out of position for this one, though, but he's actually going to be safe inside those trees. Meanwhile, Lou Riz wants to finish off the tower.
Nice
So,
one there.
on towards jumping from Seth as well with the scream on the death's door right now for this Luna, but they're able to get themselves into the safety of the trees. Just no
Radiant's
further
bottom
catch,
tower
but
is
it
under
is a
attack.
1-for-1 trade with a tower there.
Are scanning.
Yeah, it opens up the map a little bit here for Rogue Squad. That Dual Breath was amazing because it prevented Session from getting any follow-up kills. Both the Invoker and the Luna were very close. He's like, yeah, I can't get on them. So really well done there by Windtouch. They have to pay for it with his life though. Ooh, nice dead shot from the Rubik.
He comes in to try and get a deny. Actually, he's going to be fine. Maybe they're thinking about going for the turn right now. Zet is here.
Oh.
Tries to start things off side path. A little bit too late, though, to try and net the kill. Instead, roar off towards the side. Looking to try and lock it out that way. But in goes Blue Riz. He's trying to go solo. He's able to find one. No Sunder still, so he's going to have to be careful and just try and run away. But he's running straight into the open arms of two heroes. And he is just dead. Again, another 1-for-1 trade. Offlaner for a mid. Maybe not going to finish just yet. It's Pegasus. He just fingers a creep. He wanted that thing dead, but he will still die. That was interesting.
Huh.
What?
Definitely a misclick. I'm gonna go with that.
I don't know. Wait, was it the bird that he... It was the hawk, wasn't it? He just blew it up.
I mean, to be fair, that's what's going. They did root him, so that prevented him from actually making it out. So you know, it deserved it. If any bird deserved to be cooked, it was that one. And Kez, of course, always deserves to be cooked.
Oh, yeah. Well worth the 2-minute cooldown.
What is the win percentage saying about this game? Because it has definitely shaped up in a different direction than what I was thinking. Look at that. It's up and down, up and down. That's my heartbeat.
Yeah. I mean, what? Basically a flatline. Are you dead? Is that what you're saying?
Well, why? Like chili?
He's out of mana. In danger right now. Ice Path not going to get... Pegasus is here. Could start tapping up his fellow core for a bit of mana.
Pegasus?
He's actually in danger zone right now. Surrounded by heroes. Session's also here, but no action's going to come from this.
Copycat maybe a bit slow with that. Yeah, I think he could have actually hit him, stop the TP, sorry, the blink, but it wasn't in time. As now, the comeback.
Yeah, gonna try and make a play. Stole a nice path, perfect spell, sets up for this freebie on towards Wind Touch. He just goes down. Copycat attempting a TP. Telekinesis there though, just in time. And they'll be able to find the +1. Most support's gone there for the Covenant.
Very strong punish. And by the way, TB is going to be starting to build into more of that right-click build. I think he's going to go for Hurricane Pike after. That does seem to be the standard, like from what I've seen. Bomb lane tower is getting pushed up, so at least Hirith? Beastmaster is doing some work.
Hirith?
Hirith? Could be, you know? He's also got the Dragon Scale. Big fan of that item. I like the Dragon Scale makes any hero viable at taking towers. Every time you hit a tower, you do 66 damage to it. Bonus. It's nice.
It's true, but I suppose in the way that he's sort of pushing now, he's not the one actually hitting any buildings. He's just sending the dragon and the boars, so...
That's a fair point, you know, but you can go up every 3 seconds, hit it once, and you're like, yo, I contributed. As Roshan moves, Dire, they do seem to be shaping up. We did see Beastmaster basically solo kill yesterday with an Ag Scepter. This one's different, but these three, they definitely can do it, especially with the drums on top.
I mean, Rogue Squads, they're not a million miles away. They do drop a scan and it lands. They're going to try and get over here, but it's already down to half HP. Atomo, this is dropping fast. They're just not going to get here by the looks. And they will be playing up against the Ags in the hands of RR. Although they're turning up, but again, a moment too late. Smoke's breaking. Pegasus, immediate jump on the high ground. Actually gets a good 2-man stun as well, but the immediate turnaround is there. And he's the first casualty. Sonic Wave connects to several heroes, though, as Wind Touch loses his life. Luriz can't even get a chance to sunder at all. The Eclipse, way too much damage to deal with. The Rubik just gets ran down. The Queen of Pain separated from the rest of the team inside the pit. He too will fall, and it's just a disaster fight here for Rogue Squad.
That was such a pub move by Pegasus, by the way. Blinking into high ground with no vision there. I mean, yes, he got a good stun, but so what? You bait your team into awkward position. The decision to go there as well after the Aegis has fallen. You have to suspect the enemy team has, you know, wards in the area. That's very standard play. Rogue Squad, I do not know what was going on there.
Yeah, okay. All right. That's an easy way to get rid of the Aegis. Just blast her in the face, taking him down. Bamboo, able to steal the dead shot actually. Does manage to get one fear off. If they could have got the angle to push RR into the base, that probably would have been a kill, but I guess it was hard to get the angle for it. But even still, you know, that's Aegis removed and RR put basically on death's door. Easy way.
I also thought the moment he stole the shot, I was like, he probably might need to use one of the far trees to send it back, because there's no like, it's a tough one. You have to go from far away, bring it back. He didn't time it right, and he used a different tree as well. Ugh. Either way, you're very pretty. Oh.
I was gonna say probably could have done it, considering how you know Arcane Supremacy gives you cast range, and he has a lens. But oh well.
Yeah, I was surprised. Like, he didn't do it that way. A bit of an item roundup. Queen of Pain is working towards her axe, but still needs about almost 1,500 gold, so it's not coming out very quick. And I'm gonna say Zet's gonna go for it. Zet has went for Witchblade Mage Slayer. I like it. Like every time he right clicks, there's so much damage over time coming out. It's pretty cool. What else? Terrorblade has gotten nothing since his pipe. Actually, no, sorry. He finishes the Dragon Lance and working towards the Force Staff, but it's the Pike where you feel like you actually get another power spike for your team.
Yeah, for sure.
Sheikh Chili is doing something I've always want people to do. He's getting Aghanim Scepter on Medusa. Alright, Observer will tell you just how good this is, because it's so, like, I think this is one of the best items and the Ag Scepter upgrades, but so few people buy it. I don't know why, maybe I'm just the minority, but it's so good.
Tell me, how will the observer say? Has to type it
Yeah.
out?
There you go.
There you go.
The man, there
That's
you go,
it.
there you go. The man communicates so much with 3 letters.
That's all you need a lot of the time. But yeah, we'll see how it pans out. Still about 1,800 gold away, and you will have the item online, so not really going to be a huge amount of time. We'll see what the Covenant are going to do. It looks like they're going to try and take down another tier 2 mid here.
Interesting. Morta's not going to go for the Gleipnir just yet. Wants to get the Force Staff first. I'm fine with this. Force Staff is so good. There was always a big debate about Glimmer Cape or Force Staff as the best save item, and Glimmer Cape is a lot better now with the barrier. But I'm a Force Staff lover. I think Force Staff is like the best support item you can ever get.
Yeah, it feels like there's just never a bad Force Staff game. Like it's always good.
It's exactly right. Like there's never a time where you're like, I wish I didn't get it. It's, if you can go up and down cliffs, you can do it on enemies or allies to save. I sometimes wish that Hurricane Pike didn't do what it does, because pushing enemies away is like sometimes like, I'll push you forward actually. By the way, it's so good. It's insanely good.
Sure.
I believe Jakiro finished the Solar Crest. Last fight he died without even getting his Pavis off, but Solar Crest you're less likely to mess that one up, because you always want to put it on your carry no matter what happens, and you're like, yep, I did something useful.
Yeah, Solar Crest on a Luna is always terrifying, especially if they want to double up and put an Alacrity on him as well.
Oh.
And then those spike clicks are just going to be devastating.
I want it to be like, you have drums on the Beastmaster as well, with Vlad's. I want to say the Beastmaster aura, but that's not a thing. Do you know that Inner Beast was originally an aura for Troll Warlord?
Was it?
Yes. And Beastmaster had that ability where every time he attacks, the next attack is actually faster. Then they swapped it around because they're like, yeah, this doesn't make sense. But that was how it worked. It used to be Beastmaster, every time you hit faster and faster and faster, so he became like Troll Warlord, and Troll Warlord had an aura.
Is this back in, like, All-Stars, or was this actually a Dota 2 thing?
No, it's the All-Stars.
Oh, okay, there you go. Like, so by back in the day, you mean back in the day.
Like, we're talking like more than 15 years ago. Like, literally more than 15 years ago, this was a thing. Yeah, I was actually thinking the other day, I was like, TI-10 was like 5 years ago. Do you realize?
Yeah, time flies fast nowadays, man. It's scary.
Team Spirit won TI-5 something years ago, and you're like, holy shit. Or well, more like 4 and something, to be fair with you, but still. Feels like just yesterday we were on cool.
Nothing sadder than that COVID TI where it was just like a massive empty stadium and it's just like the 2 teams in the middle. That looks so depressing.
They had a hype intro though, the one with the Aegis being passed down. I was like, that is insanely cool, with all the players there. And then in another few years we'll do it again, but everyone will be like white-haired. Oh, he's gonna be white-haired and dead soon.
Big grab there. Zach completely locked down, taken out. Stolen EMP as well from Pampu. Probably not the most amazing spell in the world, but they take down a freebie. They'll take any time to get.
Actually, it's not that bad because he has the shard. So it does actually help him a little bit because you do get the shard upgrade for the Rubik with it.
That's true. So you get the little pull in.
Yeah, it increases the damage. So you do 90% of the burn instead of, I think, half. And you start pulling people. That's not bad. What level is it? It's almost max level. Level 6, I think. 7. So it's not bad. Yeah, 7.
Yeah. That's going to be big, actually. We'll see what it does.
It does 500 damage and burns 550 mana. That is a lot. That's not a small thing.
Yeah. I'm going to be quite interested to see how that pans out. I mean, is that also including Arcane Supremacy?
I don't think it buffs. No, because I think the damage is based on the mana you burn. No, actually it does. If you alt on it, it does say it does extra damage. So you actually do 600 points of damage. That's crazy. Yeah.
From a
Observer.
huge AoE ability as well.
Massive, I think. Yeah, I know. I see it. I see it. All right, all right. You know, I have to tap in. I usually find observers don't do this, but he did this one. So like, all right, you get a point. I know you would do that.
A little bit of kudos right there. But we do see this first little tier 2 push coming out from Rogue Squad, and it looks like Covenant want to defend this one. Hereth trying to get in, wants to try and charge right at the Medusa. If he comes on through, just all the mana taken away. They try to root him down, forward jump is in, X control. Can they get off the roar? They will be able to. Lock it down, the Queen of Pigs. They might just die before he can cast any abilities, but he's able to get himself out. Charging forwards with the Eclipse. He's dealing some decent damage, but nobody's actually dying. But Shek Chili, he's running out of mana. He needs some help from the rest of his team. There's just nothing. Pegasus, give your carry some mana, man. You need to do something. But the Covenant just end up losing 4 heroes. In Hereth, the only survivor, just barely.
Man, it's Medusa versus Luna, but the support staff is so different on Covenant. Everyone, yeah, Beastmaster doesn't scale with this item build. Vlad's, Drums, and Helm of Overlord's weak late game. And Invoker, we've talked about, he's been suffering the entire, the whole situation he's been through. Sessions, on the other hand, he is very farmed, and Terrorblade, just Reflection makes him so valuable. There's gonna be a Rax at
Dire's top tower
maybe. No, they decided they don't want it.
I guess maybe they thought that there could be a buyback on the Luna, and everyone else was respawning, and they're all very low. So it makes sense. It's a very disciplined back. They still killed 4 heroes. They took down a tier 2. They took down a tier 3. It's a lot of resources.
It's huge. And by the way, Medusa not only has the Aghanim Scepter, she also bought a shard. Again, I've always thought that playing Medusa this way with your Aghanim's upgrades is very viable. And he showed it. He got a big snake jump in the previous fight. Oh.
Okay. Well, value.
Also, I think Glimmer Capes are starting to come out on the Radiant side. You have one on the Lion, and Rubik is working towards an Aghanim Scepter. Okay.
No, not a fan?
It's good, but I feel like a lot of times you're going to end up kind of forgetting what you stole, making mistakes with it. I think there are better items you can get that are cheaper. You know, like upgrading to Guardian Greaves or Dolar
Even
Crest.
an Octarine, I'd maybe say it would be.
I'd love an Octarine as well. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, you have one.
We'll see what he does. You know, he's like I say, maybe he doesn't play Rubik all the time, but I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
I'm sure he does. Kanda is now available on the Luna, so that's going to be huge. They do go straight away for Roche. Despite losing that fight, it doesn't actually result in a very big change of the game. Because no Raxes were taken. Sure, you're going to lose a tier 2, but if Covenant gets the Aegis, I'll say they're better spot now than they were when a little while ago before they had a disastrous fight. If they get the Aegis.
I mean, they are getting it right now, but they're taking a lot of damage in their base for this one. There's no glyph to delay this push, and actually they're just going to go straight for the barracks up top. So there is that Aegis now in the hands of the Luna, but it's cost them a melee barracks so far. Mid tier 3 as well. And now finally the Luna's TPing back, and it looks like Rogue Squadron, they're going to try and disengage. Riz, nice 4 stuff, he's able to avoid the Hurricane there. With a second one, they get Hex actually, he's quite out of position, he's in danger. Stolen EMP again doing some solid work. Scream for the backline, Sesson's taking them all out, and this is a disaster for Covenant right now. They fought back on towards 1, the second life for RR is here, but Heraf still ends up dying. No buyback for him, and now this Luna pops the BKB with the Eclipse. Nice use of the Hurricane Pipe, pushes them away, so they don't get full connection with the ult, but they're jumping forwards continuously. They want him dead, and they will find him. And they have the buyback right now. Shek Chili running out of mana, but he just does not care. He's continuing to fight. He's managed to find 2 more kills, and now RR, he's in a 1v2. Not much mana left here, though, for the Medusa, so the full staff out, trying to make space. They control him up. The Thunderhide as well, getting some body blocks in, so Hiraf, even from the grave, he's doing work, but Shek Chili continues to stand his ground. Another stolen beam, and it's a dieback from the Luna. It's a disaster for the Covenant.
Did you see that? Every time he throws a Lucid Beam, Medusa throws a snake and stuns the RR. He's unable to do anything. Like the value of the Ag Scepter shard is so high in this game. And because of that, Covenant, they lose the Luna, and now they can't
middle barracks.
They can defend. Luckily, there's a tier 2 standing bottom. So Rogue Squad, they're not gonna be able. Sorry, Rogue Squadron is not gonna be able to go just for throne. They're gonna be like, I'm sorry, get mega creeps. They're like, all right, let's go back out a bit.
Yeah,
No.
they'll take their time.
But they should be able to mega long before the Luna's up. They got the outpost and that's teleporting in. The only problem is if
Yeah.
she doesn't have mana, but Lion can give her some love.
Yeah, gonna continuously just chase after him, endlessly donate mana. It's all they need. And they can just go straight to the high ground, because like you said, still a full minute without the Luna, and Rogue Squad are more than aware of that. And they're just gonna run and try and secure Mega Creeps right now. At the very least, Covenant have all their ultimates back up, so that's something.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be enough?
And the help. The backdoor protection really slowed them down, but you still have about 35 seconds when you reach the high ground to do what you need. I mean, if you're Rogue Squad though, you want to go for it. It's like even if you lose a fight right now, it's still worth it because you're gonna be on the enemy side of the map and you have you're not gonna team wipe. Very unlikely. Here we go. Not full committal just yet. Doesn't have everyone hitting it, but they're okay. Yeah, almost 25 on the Medusa.
Yeah, 15 seconds. Luna will be back up. They're trying to deal with these creeps. The tier 3 is going to go down. They do have a glyph, but they're just not willing to use it just yet. Might use it to keep this melee barracks going, but the Luna respawning right now. We'll see if Rogue Squad are going to change their mind, but it looks like they're just going to double down here at Tomo. They want to commit. They want to secure Megas here and now.
Backdoor protection kicks in again, but the creeps show up in just a second, so it doesn't last long.
Yeah. Centaur tries to run in. Ice Wall from Zet. Very risky. He nearly just dies from that one. Chucking out beams, but again, the retaliation snakes flying on through. And then he just throws out Snake of his own, and it's just 3 megas. Literally no contest. And now the re-engagement comes through. Pegasus with the jump towards Hex control towards RR. The Luna's able to get off the BKB plus the Eclipse, but then just pure damage. It's more than enough, and that will be the end. It's a 3 versus 5. No buybacks to be seen. The Moeta out of position, dead, Hiraf as well, gonna fall, but there is the GG call, and Rogue Squad come out ahead.
Very well done. Very well done by Rogue Squad after the way like firstly Sessions doing so well in the mid lane, really helped them out. Invoker, he was always behind. So that was very nice for them. In Medusa went and farmed the whole game. Terrorblade, Dad, show me the Grimstroke. Dad.
I won't lie.
Yeah, got like the little showcase bit as well, you know,
Yeah.
got fully see it. Oh, he's smoked up, we'll be able to see it in all its glory. What a waste.
Looks like he's got some sort of sight thingy, right? Dad,
Yeah.
zoom in, zoom out. X-ray.
He's see-through though, Atomo.
Fine.
Can't
Wait.
see anything. Yeah, you gotta wait for a team fight, and then mid-team fight, we'll zoom in on him.
That is how it should be done.
Oh! Oh, what an amazing hook there from Pegasus. How on earth did he land that? That was blind. They had no vision. He was like, yep, I'm pretty sure he's going to be there. What a land.
And Sessions gets it as well. My God, giving your puck a start like this is massive. Holy crap. Holy crap.
Yeah, already just 100 gold away from the bottle. He's going to have that as soon as the lane spawns, once the bounties are picked up as well. That's a fantastic start there for Rogue
30
Squad.
seconds to
What a incredible hook. I was thinking also, there's not a ton of value to the Grimstroke's ultimate, Soulbind. You get the double acorn shot, which is fine. Double daggers, decent as well. I think that's about it. I don't think any other spell actually doubles. Sunder no, Sunder's weird. If you sunder and they're so binded, you actually end up sundering the second guy, not the actual guy you sunder. It's a very weird mechanic. Oh,
I thought you... Oh, the hook again. It
my
lands with
lord.
R on the back line. Has to actually queue up immediately the Phantom Strike there to be able to disengage. He would have loved to have had the dagger for the laning phase to secure the last hits, but even that is a slight victory in itself.
sure.
So, yeah, very good start for Rogue.
I think I would have preferred to hit someone else, honestly, but that's fine. Like you mentioned, like this is a law of region that's going to be used. It's not ideal in any way.
Good try, little bro.
I mean, what's the battery splits as well? It's going to be 3 for 1 as well, also going the way of Rogue Squad. That's, yeah, just a fantastic start.
And by the way, I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with this again. Every time I say it, I don't like methodical on PA. I think that it's not as good as the other facet, which is Yeah, every 6 hits you crit. It's so ugh.
Yeah. Hey, what's the other one?
The other one is that Blur is better. It's like has no mana cost, and I think it applies a basic dispel or something. Blur becomes better. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but Blur is like better, and that's it. All right, fine. I'll check it out for you guys, and I'll tell you.
Yeah. Maybe with Methodical, it's just like the build you go for is just pure attack speed, you know? Just 3 moon
True.
shards. And then just bang, 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 bang. You just blow people up.
Oh yeah, the Blur is you cannot dispel it when you attack, and it reduces the mana cost.
Hmm. Yeah, it seems like that probably.
Much honestly.
Well,
Great when I look at it. Oh, actually, oh, I think I know why, by the way. The damage from Methodical is actually way higher. You know this? The normal coup de grace is 200, 325, 450. With Methodical, you add an extra 100 damage percentage.
yeah, that's true actually. 125.
Yeah, 125. Like that. I never knew this. See, it doesn't mention it anywhere in the description. It's just like it's
I've got a mechanics question though, because it's worded as coup de grace procs every 6 attacks on the same hero. So if you attack somebody 5 times, hit a different hero once, does that then reset the amount of hits on the first person?
No. You'll see a number on top of their heads that tells you it's like a Jingo Mastery, where when you hit someone else, if like I hit this guy 3 times, I hit that one guy, there'll still be the 3 on top of that guy's head.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Yeah, don't, bro, I got you. It does. Oh, and it does also mention how long it lasts. You can see the debuff: 6, 8, and 10 seconds on it. Deadly focus duration.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
See?
Well,
it's right there.
It's very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, see how it pans out. You got it. You're doing your job.
Thank you.
Radiant's
But yeah,
middle
it
tower
does
is
this
under
extra
attack.
damage. No wonder, because this whole time I kept thinking that it's not that great. Then I'm like, oh yeah, of course. Now it makes sense. Ugh. Dota is a learning. This is not only a entertaining stream. This is also a learning stream, where we learned.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I was looking at the bot lane because Pegasus was hiding in the trees doing pudge things, as you would expect. And then he throws a hook, it gets dodged from Copycat, and he was like, all right, there's going to be a high ground ward, so he ran up to it. I was expecting him to deward it, but instead he just puts it on the floor. I was like, I would have thought it would have been immediate information if there was a high ground ward there.
Oh no! Here's the thing. There's this very weird thing where if you stand right next to high ground, you can see above it. It's very odd. I'm not quite sure how it works out, but he must think that if I can stand next to it, I can see it. And he puts the sentry next to it so he can unblock the camp or block the camp. So that's why. It's killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
But the observer ward, I guess, because it's placed perfectly in the middle, he can't actually see it. He walked around it and he didn't see it at all.
But there's an observer, a sentry on the blocking the camp. Observer, please. Oh man, Pampu. Oh.
Okay. Get a free kill there. RR takes down the Dark Willow. Even Lou Riz takes a fair bit of damage himself. So there you go. You weren't happy about this Grimstroke pickup with the PA, but it's already net 1 kill.
It's very good actually. And the lane is so strong. Dark Willow. If you're not in your Shadow Realm, you're gonna die very often. And Zed, despite being first blooded by Sessin, is having a decent time. What's the strength gain? 4 or 3.9, something like that. It's one of the highest in the game. So you really do get a ton. It's 3.8. Okay, I was close. You get a ton of health every level. That all translates to extra health regeneration as well. And Puck he's kind of what we call cooldown capped, which means that you're damaged based on your cooldown. And you can just heal during that time if you're Zed.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a good spot to be in, and we'll see if he's able to maintain this lead. Well, up top, Grimstroke in danger, is getting ran at right now. RR's trying to make space by a focus on towards Pompu. Wintouch will still lose his life, but if RR can get the trade, it'll be worth it at the end of the day. But the body blocks there from Lou Riz makes the space. Although Phantom strikes up, jump forwards again. One more right click's all he's going to need. He will be able to bring him down. So solo experience going the way of RR, immediately up to level 3, and gets a Lotus still.
Man, the supports in the top lane are such food, but offensively it should be better for Covenant, but defensively having Shadow Realm gives Rogue Ed a bit of an edge in that department. So very skill-based matchup in the top lane. Really can go either way. What do you have any favorites here?
Oh, the top.
Yeah.
I'd definitely favour the Dire pairing up on the top for sure. Like it feels like the combos just a little bit easier to execute, and it's just easy damage once the Grim lands the Stroke of Fate afterwards. Like it just feels super solid. Meanwhile, the Radiance combo is reliant on Pampu landing a good Brambles because there's not a stun to set the Brambles up, you know.
Very fair. Right, you have to wait. They jump in. I'm so sorry. My son just came in, took the phone from the table, looked at me, winked, and he walked out. I'm sorry. I don't know how he. What? Okay.
You need a lock on that door.
I need a lock on the sun.
I think you're probably breaking a few laws if you end up doing that, but I would still. Yeah, the fight happened up top. Pampu caught out. No Shadow Realm available, so it's just going to be another kill for RR. 3-0-0 on this PA, just 4.5 minutes in. Doing fine in CS as well, all things considered. Having a fantastic start to the game.
They are. Those jumps in with the PA, like PA with the ink swell on it is so good, you know. And it's just they're struggling. Anytime Pampu is not Shadow Realm, he is such an easy kill for them. How are we looking at?
I feel like
you.
But I was gonna say, like, I feel like you have to just save Shadow Realm purely defensively. Like you can't use it for any other reason in that lane. Otherwise, yeah, you're just gonna be giving away kills non-stop. But yeah, like I say, let's have a look at the bottom lane. Not really touched on it at all this game. Obviously, I guess Pegasus just hasn't been landing hooks. If he had, there'd be more kills and there'd be something to watch.
Exactly. And overall, all three lanes are going in favor of Covenant right now. All of them, which is kind of wild. Top is the most even. But you can see bottom, there's like 5 CS advantage favoring Covenant. Ooh. Actually, he was aiming.
Okay, rotation comes on through. Shakchillian, dangerous RR. The carry PA making the first rotation. Not something you see too often, but it pans out well, killing the enemy carry. And now that hook onto the catapult is actually a really good play, because now this tier 1, it should be safe.
Yeah, no, I'm fairly sure he was aiming for it, because I was like, I didn't miss that much. So he was going for it. Nice, they prevent the push, but they still lose their carry. Damn, not the start I was expecting for Rogue Squad at all. That's an interesting ward. Do you see that? Bomb lane, hoodwink, what's it down? It's right next to, there you go, that one.
Yeah, wouldn't have, I thought you could probably put it to the north a bit, because who's really going to de-ward there at this stage in the game? Like,
yeah, just, that's a weird one. Well, in the meantime though, Covenant continues to just have a fantastic time. Pegasus trying to get a hook. The lack of hooks landing, very odd.
Yeah, that's the thing about Pudge. Like, if you miss your hooks, the heroes is terrible. If you landed them, he's fantastic, and it just seems like it's a terrible game so far right now. But, you know, there's still time that you can recover, maybe making some good rotations to the top lane perhaps to set up for some kills. We can wait and see.
I agree. I think that him staying, like, one of the best things about the Twin Gates was that they enabled heroes like Pudge and Mirana to show up randomly in another lane, throw out a hook or an arrow. Because before that, you'd have to walk there. It was kind of obvious. But with the Twin Gate, that's an option. That was a buff for these types of heroes. But it doesn't seem like Pegasus is willing to leave his friend just yet. That's friendship right there.
That is.
Well. Takes a second point in Flair's hook as well. Not maxing out the rod, going 2-2-1. Pegasus, I don't know if this was spotted by the ward. As we mentioned, it's kind of an awkward spot, and he is doing what we want to do. Oh dear.
Hold on in there, they got the connection. Just look how fast the Riz is going to fall here. The McIntyre's doing tons of work. Pegasus, like you mentioned, now does come through the gate. Oh, hook! Oh! Just
bloody!
If that land, Set would have been dead for sure. Oh, just... I mean, he didn't have any vision, to be fair, so he was guessing at the end of the day, but just so close yet so far.
Yeah, he would have been ruptured, so there would have been double bleed. One from the Flayer's hook and one from that. It would 100% would have killed him. And Pegasus, maybe it was beginner's luck, you know? He got one good hook, and since then, nothing's been landing for him.
Yeah. use up all of his good RNG, I guess, at the very start of the game, and since then it's just flop after flop. But yeah, as a result, it's just a solid start and a solid lead for the Covenant at this stage. 5-2, 1k gold ahead. But at the very least, it is still the puck who's up there in terms of net worth, you know, contesting those top positions. So Session's having a good time. Speaking of, setting up for this kill on towards Jerez. There is no Sunder available. They're going to try and run him down. He's actually pretty damn tanky, to be honest with you. Uses the stick charge. He's getting to the safety of the tier 2, and Luris, he just can't afford to carry on chasing. So the TP just survives. All he does is walk away. All right, now in danger. Roll will miss. Silence as well. Connects on towards Wind Touch. There's going to be another rupture on towards Zet. He can't even roll away. But again, he's just going to stick with the tier 2 hook. It will land this time. And there it is. He will fall. And 2 kills go in the way of Rogue Squad.
Redemption for Pegasus. Even though that fight kind of was like, you got a kill on the Hoodwink, was it really worth it? Getting that kill on Zed is huge. Earth Spirit, relatively, this is kind of one of his best timings early on. You're very durable, you have some damage as well. Later on, you don't scale as well. So getting kills on him now are huge. And what is he building on the Earth Spirit, actually? So I've seen either Blazing or Spirit Vessel, but whoa, copycat?
Yeah. Grenades. Oh, the neutral creep though, it's going to be in the way. Oh, he had to aim to the left side to avoid the Stater, and that forced him to miss. Very unfortunate. Meanwhile, all that was going on, Zet makes another rotation, and Shek Chili actually ends up dying this time.
This is very scary for Rogue Squad. The fact that RR is having an amazing game. He's 3-0-3. Go on the way to Battle Fury. Usually, the weakness of melee cores is they don't farm as fast as Luna and Medusa. Oh dear.
And then just more action. Zet, he's just making work across the entire map right now, endlessly looking for kills, and it's panning out fantastically. They're going to try and make this move on towards the Willow. Pampu, he at least wants to grab the bounty, but never mind, Pegasus is going to deny that, and he still dies. It probably would have been better not hooking him, actually.
Yes. Alright. Dude, Covenant, their like early game prowess is quite something to watch. The previous game as well, they did really well in the laning phase. This time they're doing the same thing. Later on, they kind of fumble, but it's impressive how they're handling it right now. Oh shit.
Hiref
Brother.
in danger. Looks like 2-man bushwhack as well. They tried to make a move on towards Hiref, I believe, but he just turned around, sundered, and there was nothing else that Rogue Squad could do. So I think, yeah, Pegasus actually only just hit his level 6. So he couldn't even dismember him. Very unlucky timing. But they're going to go for a smoke now. And let's see who they find. They are going to see Wind Touch underneath this Observer Ward. They see they just placed an Obs as well. Will this hook land? Yes, it will.
That's really well done. He was like looking at making sure that he moves towards the hook. Very nicely done. That's an experienced Pudge player. How much experience do you have with Pudge, Mr. Bluescale?
I used to play him a lot, and then I realized, hey, if I actually want to get him a Marge, probably shouldn't play him as much. But this was before he was actually really good, you know. Like, this was back in the day, Pudge, where he was just mediocre. Although, roll forwards from Set, it's gonna miss. He's just gonna walk it off. Obviously, with this Blade Mail completed, it's very hard now to commit onto this Earth Spirit, and they will just clear up the tier 1 for free.
Yeah, the tier 1's still worth it, but Eclipse was used because they spotted the TP coming in, and they're like, alright, we're just gonna throw an Eclipse, but they must have noticed it and just canceled the TP. Still, they get a tower. You're very happy if you're Rogue Squad. And Pegasus, no way he's gonna catch RR, who is basically got as Battle Fury, I think, a couple hundred gold. What's the recipe for Battle Fury? 550, something like that, or is it 450? Okay.
450, yeah. Yeah, so he has it literally after this creep. There it is. And as soon as this courier respawns, that will be coming out, and the farming speed of this hero is just going to exponentially increase. I mean, he's already 1,500 gold ahead of Shek Chili, and I feel like that gap potentially is just going to grow even more.
And it's such a bad gap as well, because the Luna doesn't woman fight. I get well against the PA. You know, she's one of the few heroes going like, yeah, I can just stand toe-to-toe and crush you. Alright. Blade Mail on the Bloodseeker, so you're going to be able to reflect some damage. Oh dear, needs to be careful.
Assassin has been found. Silence off towards the side, but they're just going to disengage right now. They're not going to commit. Actually, RR, speaking of commit, he jumps in, terrorize, won't connect. Even still, the hook is there. They're going to control him up, and RR is dead. Pampu's potentially going to die instead, though. With the use of the Dream Core, they're trying to bring him in. The roll from Zeti goes straight in towards the Bramble. No escape. Wind Touch also going to fall with the Sharpshooter. It lands in towards Pegasus, but it's just not enough damage. Another Blood Right used. Not going to connect on towards Copycat, sorry. And it's just a big win from Rogue Squad.
It was another nice hook with the Rupture. That's a scary combination because they throw out the Dark Willow Cursed Crown, followed by Rupture, followed by hook. And there's really, unless you have BKB, there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to take it every time, and it's landed them a kill. The scary thing also is that Zet's suffering on the Earth Spirit. Doesn't look like it net worth-wise, but I can't emphasize enough how important it is that Earth Spirit does well at this point.
Yeah. I mean, like we were saying earlier on, he was causing lots of action, lots of fights going on, but as a result, his score isn't super solid. 2, 3, and 3
Yep.
could definitely be better, but all in all, not the worst. Okay, Sesson? Huh? He just, with a haste rune, he literally just dived under a tier 2 tower, got a free kill, and just walks away. He didn't even have any vision there. He just got a free kill. What?
We didn't mention it enough, but there's really not much lockdown for this puck. No buy would be good, but everything else you can really just dodge it quite easily. Like the stuns, what are the stuns? Rolling and bushwhack? Come on.
I mean, I suppose you got the Geo Grip for a silence, so it can set up for a stun, I guess. And then you have Phantom's Embrace. So yeah, they got a few silences, just not many stuns.
In general, still even landing them is not gonna be too easy though. No, this is very much a free puck game. I mean, so far it has been. He's 4-0-3. He hasn't died once. Smoke up from the Radiant side. Where are they gonna go? Who can they find? 9 to 9.
This game has kind of gone exactly how the first one went. It was a good start from Covenant. They did fantastically well in the laning phase, and then all of a sudden, Rogue Squad just turned on and was getting win after win, and now they find a free kill towards Wind Touch. They got the Fear now on towards the TB. Oh, the hook! Ah, it misses, but the silence very luckily lasts long enough that they still are able to kill here F. Oh, that was awkward, but it doesn't matter. They get 2 kills.
I mean, that was a KS attempt. Let's call it what it is. A set.
Yep.
Being attacked, he's ruptured. Oh dear.
He should be fine here. Although Luris taking a lot of damage underneath this tier 2 for that. That was risky. Ooh, that sharpshooter so close.
Pegasus would have landed it. Pegasus would have been like, I would have missed that one if I was playing Hoodwink. But even so, it is wasted rupture and forcing the Bloodseeker to go back. Someone else missed the hook.
He's talking about Pegasus not missing. He missed that one right there. Zet rolls on through. Dark Willow. It should just get abandoned. There's nothing they can do. Sacrifice your little support and just get on out. Well, Sesson, he's going to commit himself to grab this Arcane Rune. As a result, he gets kicked back in a dangerous spot, and he just dies. A huge punish. They are at least able to get the return on towards Zet there. But even still, that's a 5-kill streak. And actually, the action's not even done yet. Luris now in danger. Caught for the Bushwhack, controlled up. There's going to be the hook. Makes a little bit of space, but another sharpshooter coming through. Again, it misses, but it's not going to matter. They still find the kill.
By the way, he throws the smoke on Pegasus, trying to dodge the attacks, but they were too close, and quite a bit of things being lost here.
Okay, another good jump on in. Devour into the Eclipse, they find a kill, and now Wind Touch with the crown on top of him. Stunned in place, another beam used. Pegasus hook is now off cooldown. He has a blink dagger as well, and he's going to try and commit to find another kill, but he just ends up hooking Sesson back. Oh no! Bushwhack's not going to land on towards Pegasus. He's not really the one they wanted to get the stun on, but even still, Sesson will commit for it. And it's just, the action is just non-stop right now here at Tomo. It's just constant fights happening.
You know how people are like, why are we making a new region? Why are we giving Mina a region? Like, this is why, the games are so good. By the way, that was the blink reveal on the Pudge. Oh dear, I'm gonna go for more Zet, who's been ruptured. That's it.
Literally, as soon as they find this kill spot, they go straight through the gate, find another kill. Like, they're really starting to hit their stride now here from Rogue Squad.
PA is still mega fat. What is PA working with? Can we look at her for a second? Misses. All right, almost has the BKB. Unfortunately, in a game like this, BKB is not enough. You might have to consider getting a Lincolns as well, because there's Dismember and there's Rupture, and both of them don't care about BKB. We'll see how far he commits for it though. Like, it always feels bad when you're a carry and you have to get 2 defensive items. But if you want to win, that's what you have to do.
Yeah, it's just like damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situation. Unfortunately for them, they need something to stem the bleeding right now because it's now like 4,000 to 5,000 gold lead here for Rogue Squad, which when we were talking about it earlier, they were just miles ahead themselves. And with this high ground wards, they've got all the vision to work with. Blink to the side, easy hook. Oh, Silence actually comes in from Wind Touch, trying to make some space, but unfortunately not big enough. It's like Harry Potter's bedroom. He will still die.
I mean, I personally thought that the Dursleys were being very nice to him, even giving him room and board. You know, they're like, why should we have to take care of him? But they did out of the generosity of their hearts. But some people, they just don't appreciate anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like their son needed that second bedroom eventually. I'd have been happy with the little room under the stairs for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, Hook goes between the 2 targets. Jump forward. He's still going to go for the Dismember. Terrorize as well. They're going to commit for this one. But the TPs are coming in for the rest of the squad. The silences, man, they just never end. He can't get off Asunder, although the response is huge. Both supports are probably going to end up dying here. He does manage to get the Rupture off on towards the PA, but it's just not enough. And it's 3-for-1 trade. The greed of Rogue Squad punished.
Finally. It feels like they got away with way too much for too long. To be fair though, Sesson needs to be with his team right now. He is working towards the Parasma. There's a lot of damage coming out on this Buxton. Oh, he's going for RR, who I believe has the BKB. I think he wants to force him to use it.
Yeah, this is
not ideal.
This is Rogue Squad's like just overzealous greed is really starting to get punished now, and it's just several consecutive deaths. It really does slow down their game.
It does. I mean, I can understand him trying to get the BKB off, but you could have coiled if you're Puck, right? Because you're committing anyway, so just commit. Oh. Even now, what's the win percentage saying? I believe it should be quite close to 50-50. Okay, the hook misses. That was my voice breaking because, you know, I thought I might land the hook.
You know, it's 50-50 chance where he'll either hit or he won't. That's how it feels anyway so far this game.
So it still favors Rogue Squad by quite a bit, but again, this PA is a massive issue. Careblade, he's meta, he wants it.
Okay, roll on in, they're going to target on towards Luris, just endless control. He's surviving for quite a long time. Meanwhile, RR just casually deletes Pampu in the backlines as well. So it's another 2 kills there from the Covenant, and they're starting to regain control of this game number 2. The question is, can they actually hold on to it? Because each time a team gains a lead, they just let it slip through their fingers.
It's just the difference in carries, you know. The moment RR is showing up, you can see that the Covenant, they're like, yeah, you can't do anything against us. I would have preferred he goes Lincoln, but there's a lot of value in the SNY because you do get that 20% stats resistance. So Dismember, I'm not sure how long Dismember will with it to reduce or not, but Rupture definitely doesn't last as long. And oh boy, that's what you always want, the big guy.
Yeah, they're going to roll on in, try and claim this one. Although a TP here from Luris underneath the Observer wards. I don't even know if this is about Roche. Okay, they actually dropped both their scans. And they will see that it's going on. Roll forward, kick back. Luris did get off the blade mail, but it just doesn't matter here on Tomo. He's still going to end up dying. Terrorize connects on towards 3. But they need some help for the rest of the squad. The sharpshooter will still land. Hook gonna drag Zep back right now, but BKB used Dismember with the Eclipse net. He will actually die. IR jumps in very aggressively as well. They're able to go off a Sunder, but even still they lose the PA. And now the TB in an awkward spot. Hook's not gonna land onto anything, but Shekchini will still die. And now the Puck has to jump forwards quite aggressively. Stroke of Fate will be dodged. He needs some help from the rest of the team right now. It's just the Pudge who's nearby. Hook actually will land on towards the TB. He's going to be able to commit for this one kill as they're able to also take out Copycat. And now it's just Wind Touch. He was not expecting to be in a 2v1 himself. And it's a triple kill for Puck. A team wipe comes on out.
That is pretty wild, by the way. Remember, they started that fight, I think, with getting like 2 kills early on for Covenant, but somehow these hooks dragging people. They bring Zet back, even though he's BKB. The Dismember comes out, and they kill him along with Shake Chili. Then Shake Chili, he is able to dodge the PA long enough. Again, PA you'd think would win these fights, but just getting these hooks, Pegasus MVP performance right now.
Yeah, he definitely
Very
is making the difference.
He is dragging them to victory.
Do you think this is a game for him going for the shards, just for the save, or does he just does he have to just save his abilities though, just for controlling up enemies?
No. It's really good if you can get the shot. It's if you can get the shot, it's always worth it, I believe. And you might wait for the Tormentor. I don't know, but shard is great for sure. Luna's got a hurricane fight, by the way. Not BKB or kind of. Oh dear.
Okay, rolling from there, immediately pops the BKB. Shake Chili has to go for 4-star outside of the pit, hiding himself in an awkward spot right now, but Roshan is very low. They're going to try and commit for this one. Luriz into the back lines. They found the jump. Soulbind is there. Just look how quickly they're going to find that first kill. Luna is dead. Immediately take out Pampu as well. Luriz as well as Sesson hiding off towards the right side while Pegasus get casually ran down there from RR. Both supports dead on the side of Rogue Squads. There is going to be... Oh, Luriz actually manages to pick up the Aegis. That's something. But that's really the only victory right now, as he's going to die for the second time. Just no way to live. And it's just 4 kills, technically 5, going the way of the Covenant. Just a big counterplay.
Dude, Sesson is able to make it out, and they do snatch the Aegis. So it's not exactly a complete disaster, but it's very close to it. I mean, PA, she is just so big. She's so strong. She's a full item ahead of the Luna. Something's being delivered to the PA. What is it actually? Something on the courier coming out. Sorry. Oh yeah. Courier, observer. What's on the PA courier?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Click on the courier. There it is. That's the one. Come on, Basher. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, I know one of these days you could just trust me, mate. You can just trust me.
I do trust you. I just want to see it with my own eyes. It's crazy.
Yeah. I don't want to say I don't believe you, but I just want evidence.
Exactly. That was how someone explained trust to me. He's like, "Do you trust me?" I was like, "Yes, I just need to know." He's like, "No, you don't trust me." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's works."
Yeah, it is true. That is exactly how it works. Don't worry, man. I won't hold it against you. We've only been working with each other for a couple of years now. It takes a while to build up trust. But we do see the smoke move from Covenant invading the triangle area. They'll find Pegasus. Glimmer is there. They don't have any detection. Finally, a sentry gets dropped. They were thinking about using the Terrorize there for Pampu, but they just decided against it.
Sesson was thinking about doing a little bit of damage. Harass there. Oh, now that's a big one. Double damage on. Oh, sorry. Amplify damage on RR. These buildings will melt, and we'll see how much they want to commit to it. As a reminder, he did not get the Aegis.
So you know how it's, worded as spell amplification? That means when you use Stifle and Dagger, you still get both of them, right? So you're getting 95% spell, damage out.
Should be like that, because it's...
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Luriz, okay, Basher is there. What a strong item with the Inksaw afterwards, and it's just another kill. It does definitely feel like the Covenant is starting to build up a hefty lead now. Sure, it's only 2k, but in terms of momentum, it just feels like it's all on their side.
Yes, it does. I mean, the good thing is that you still have a decent Luna and Puck on the other side, and Rupture is always good. Whereas Zed, you could say, is falling off, but it doesn't feel that bad, that he's falling off, because you have this gigantic woman in front of you doing all the work.
Yeah, S&Y, Basher, Battle Fury, BKB, going into the Abyssal Blade next as well, and only 780 gold away. And then that's just another form of lockdown for the Puck. It's going to be very hard to play against there for the side of Rogue Squad.
Speaking of Puck, he's going to have his Octarine core coming out fairly soon. That's going to help, all your spells. Also reduce the cooldown of all your items as well. So Parasma, Blink as well become a little bit more useful. Anything else? Pudge working towards the shard. 600 gold away.
Shake Chili up top. Oh, what fantastic micro there with the illusion. Really, really well done. He is able to get the TP out.
Low Res is trying to go for a Heaven's Help on the Bloodseeker. Okay. I mean, it's good, but I don't know if you'll be getting it anytime
Dire's
soon.
middle tower is under
And
attack.
by the way, the Luna's going the wrong way. I don't like the way the Luna's building this game. She is thinking I can go woman to woman against the PA with my items, but you should still stick to Kanda and just spam that instead of thinking MKB is going to help you. It won't. It's not the way to go.
Yeah.
I could be
Yeah,
wrong, of course, but you know.
I mean, it kind of depends how many times RR crits you in the face. Like, if RR crits a lot, then yeah, the MKB is going to help until you just end up dying too quick. But Kanda always feels like a solid item choice, but yeah, with pick up Demon's Edge, it feels like you're already committed now.
I don't know how I feel about it. Meanwhile, on the other side, Zed is very close to Shiva's guard, only 1,000 gold away. As Pegasus, he's blink away in time, and he's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Both
I think maybe they were
teams-
thinking about trying to go for a kill on towards RR because PA was completely alone.
PA is not there. If you are, this is Rogue Squad's big opening. They smoke instantly. They know this. They saw RR TPing bottom. They're like, this is our chance for him. They don't seem to be making a beeline, but if you want to catch them before they start grouping up, you need to do it right now.
Yeah, this has just got on his own. Like, he's just literally on a solo mission right now. Just charging into the enemy jungle, but of course no one is found as everybody else inside of Rogue Squad's just chilling in their triangle area. Just want to get their next items online.
When you're in a situation like this, there's no... Oh, wow. Do you see that? Just two or three crits, and Zed gets it. It actually kills Copycat. He wasn't expecting that much damage.
Yeah, that is funny. Poor guy. Didn't even get the shard for his efforts.
A lot of people hate Hoodwink. I don't know why. I never felt like Hoodwink was that annoying to play against. But so many players are like, Hoodwink's the worst. She sucks.
What? To play against, or just saying
Play
he's a bad
against,
hero?
No, to play against.
Okay.
A lot of people hate playing against her. I think she's fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't say she's like particularly, you know, overpowered or has any ridiculous mechanics. Pretty
Yeah,
standard.
it's like I remember like Necronomicon, Beast and Lycan. That was a nightmare. Tinker, when he's strong, is a nightmare. Broodmother now, Meepo, ugh. But like, was always like, he's alright.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, maybe some people just don't like nature, you know? They're like squirrels.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
Maybe they
Nature
don't-
phobes.
Yeah, they don't like nuts as well. That could be it.
That could be it. That's a whole different kind of phobe.
Well, Luna has the MKB finished. Alright. Now, this is a massive commitment by Sheikh Chili. You have put all your gold into the idea that I can go and stand toe-to-toe with a PA and trade hits. It's a bold decision, Blue. I think it's the wrong one, but I'd like to... let's see how it pans out.
I mean, I suppose at the very least, you know, you're going to have the Solar Crest on you from Pampu. There's the Glimmer on you as well, so you get the magic damage barrier as well, so you could hopefully last long enough to get a good few hits, but yeah, I still feel like in terms of raw DPS, RR is going to outpace you, especially when you consider the fact that he has the Abyssal Blade as well. So you're guaranteed stunned for 1.6 seconds, and then whatever bashes come out after that, yeah, it's not easy.
And to be fair though, you also have the Pudge the Shard, so that's available. Maybe, you know, they'll help. Can we look at... Can we have that thing where it shows all the items? I want to see if there's any interesting neutrals. Not really.
No.
There's no item where I'm like, you know, there's a craggy coat on the Luna will help you stand up to the PA. Nothing like that.
Yeah.
Smoke up.
But
Smoke up there.
yeah, they want to come over to try and defend their base because there was a slow push, and Rogue Squads, they just read it perfectly, and they all just TP out, so they are able to divert the attention of the Covenant away and waste some time. Second or third Roche, sorry. Is it third or is it second? Third.
Right, second. Third? Could be third.
No, it's third. Yes.
Could be third.
Oh, I don't know.
think, yeah,
Whatever. Roche is respawn in 35 seconds.
I remember the banner being picked up, so it's very unlikely. It would have been at 16 minutes rush. No, I'm pretty sure this is the second one. Observer, he'll say second or third.
Yeah, I think second. I think you're right. Yeah.
All right, thank you. He only, by the way, he says that because he likes me more, not because he's sure.
Oh, okay. Is that why everyone, like, you're never actually right, people just like to pad your ego. I like that.
Yes.
Makes me feel
Wait,
like I'm
doesn't
right.
sound good. No, wait. This is making me feel bad. I like this.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Roshan's
Yeah,
up
Roche
and
is
they
up.
don't play.
But the thing is, Covenant, they're already pushing high ground, so I guess they're not that interested in going back for it. Like, Heref is a slow, like, solo pushing right now, while the rest of the squad is moving through the Radiant jungle, trying to look for a kill. But look at this play from Rogue Squad. They're going Roche.
They know. Yeah, but they know. They scanned out. They know it's coming, and they smoke up as well. This is a critical moment here. By the way, there's no
Ooh.
Grimstone, but there's no Bloodseeker.
Great.
Oh, can they find Copycat?
Yeah, that's a big kill. No
buyback.
scroll now for 50 seconds. Could be forced to use that buyback. By the looks of it, the Covenant, even after losing one of their supports, they're not dissuaded about continuing for this fight. RR shows himself from the creeps. Jump forward to Pampu there with just the crown. BKB, not forced to use. Good jump off towards the neutral creeps, so able to keep those items off cooldown. Dream Coil missed completely. Doesn't land anything, and now this feels like the Covenant could definitely go for a decent fight here. And Rogue Squad probably considering backing out in general.
Clip forward. They need to be very careful here. Both sides see the other. And, that's not a good move by Covenant. Suddenly this area becomes unplayable for Rogue Squad. You cannot walk into a high ground ward like that. The path to victory is still going to be a rupture on the PA into a hook, but PA is just like, all right, I'll just go Roche. You guys make space. Yeah. You guys are shields. Rogue Squad, awkward.
I mean, it's actually nearly the 35-minute mark, so they're just going to go through the gate, head up towards the top sides. Rogue Squads, maybe they could have actually just doubled down to kill Roshan here. Like, they have Dismember, they have Roots. I don't know, maybe that's not enough stuns actually to go for it, but even still, they didn't make the choice, and this will be a Roche going the way of Covenant.
I've seen some people be able to kill Roche as he's walking, but Rogue Squad did not commit to it, and it looks like Covenant is going to be getting this Roshan here. Oh dear. What are we on Luna's items and Puck? Because Puck, I believe he was building the Ags. We're going for BKB again. This is such a scary high risk, high reward play by Chic Chili to go for the physical damage build. Oh, there's going to be Linkage on sessions. Okay, that's fine.
It's going to help. Overall, that wasn't the worst trade. You know, sure they lose the Aegis, but they got 2 tier 2s and they also took both of the Wisdom runes. So, yeah, I think all things considered, they're not sad about that trade.
No, I mean if you can kill PA and then she has to like buy back, not buy back, sorry, BKB and run away on the second life, that's still fine. You know, so doesn't really, like you said, doesn't really shift the game too much in favor of Covenant in any way. By the way, by the way, I was seeing, I was like, I have a Discord message from observers. Like, no, you have to talk in game, only in game. That's how we do it. It's just
all the information must be there. But I mean, this game is still extremely close, though. It's like only a 2k gold advantage at 36 minutes in. Win probability is very close to 50-50 as well. It's anyone's game, it feels, at this point.
Very much so. Satanic's going to be picked up on the PA. That feels like a third life, right? If you can get it off when you're low, you crit once, you're back to full health. It's pretty damn massive. I believe he can buy it, but he won't have slots for it. So, a bit of an awkward spot for him to work with. And
yeah, I mean, well, I suppose when you just lose after your first life, when you have the Aegis gone.
Yeah. He's going for a Bloodthorn. I'll be honest, I don't know much about the Terrorblade item build after you go for the Pipe as well as like the Hurricane Pike after. You know, it's usually like Pipe, Hurricane, so then it's like maybe BKB or something like that. Bloodthorn. Okay. Is it a Bloodthorn kind of game?
I don't know. I don't know. How would you feel like if you went for like a Radiance?
On TB?
Yeah.
I mean, there's an MKB on the Luna, so in this particular game, it wouldn't be very good.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I forgot about the MKB. Like, if the MKB wasn't there, I feel like it wouldn't have been too bad because you get the added area of effect, the fact that your illusions would have it, so you control a bit more of the area. just an extra form of damage to be applied when you have the meta going. Could have been
That's
okay,
legit.
but yeah,
That's
with that MKB, not so much.
By the way, Low-Res is going all in on disables. He has the halberd and he's going for the scythe for the hex after. If you're able to get these two, you can't control the PA. You know who has her? Oh, the fan of knives. I love this ability. I think this is one of the best shards out there. 28% of your health as damage.
Yeah, it's pretty
Massive.
good. I mean, like that's a lot. That's like
Yeah.
800, 700.
Mm.
I don't know. Just guessing.
It's not, it's not just one guy, right? It affects the whole area. I like it. And I guess another thing about the counter that I've liked is that I believe having MKB is not great because your illusions get it from reflection. But Kanda is like the value is in using it with the Lucent Beam. So illusions aren't going to make too much of a difference. Oh, what's going on? Come on. Yeah. Toilet. Oh, really? You couldn't? Wow.
The nerves getting to him, needed to release the pressure, as it were. Oh dear. Well, we were talking about this yesterday. You know, sometimes that need to go helps you play a little bit better, and you can, I don't know, just sort of use it to persuade you to play a bit more tight. But even still, it was too much. It was too much pressure.
Yeah, the man was there, and you know, he's playing on full on nerves, clenching as hard as he can, and then it's like release. You know, he's gonna come back a lot less aggressive, right? He's gonna come back and be like, win or lose, it's okay, guys, life's good.
Yeah, he's there. By the sort of time it took from the pause to go in toilet and come back, one of two things can be said for that. Either the toilet is very close to where he's playing, or he didn't wash his hands.
I mean, come on. I'm pretty sure it's number one.
Yeah? You gonna go with that?
Sure.
I don't know. I don't think I'd want to use his keyboard.
Do you know that the human keyboard is probably the filthiest thing in the world? Like, they did a study, it's like way dirtier than that toilet by a lot.
Yeah, I mean, how often do people's keyboards really get cleaned? Like, I'd probably clean mine once every, I don't know, probably a year. Maybe twice a year if I'm feeling particularly, like, you know, cleany.
I think at that point, I think you're supposed to buy a new one every 2 weeks. You know, just like, this is not happening. It's not gonna be clean. I like that there are videos of people taking off one key at a time and cleaning it. I'm like, wow, good for you.
Yeah, I did that once and never again. Never again. Meanwhile, maybe a little bit of fight going on in the triangle area. Pokes and prods coming on out, but I'm not going to commit from either side, so everyone just disengages. Nothing there.
I like what Covenant's doing, by the way. They respect that going high ground against a hook is insane. Like, you know, one catch by Pegasus and all of your leads just immediately goes. You try to save the guy, save your buddy syndrome, they know. It's the problem is they're also not getting gold. They're not like increasing their net worth. It's a very tough situation.
It is, but I suppose whilst this stalemate's going on, Rogue Squad are going to be happy because the Aegis timer just continues to tick down. Only a minute and 30 seconds left, and when you consider that they sacrificed 2 Wisdom Runes and 2 Tier 2s for this Aegis, and they're not even using it, it's just like another minor win there for the side of Rogue Squad. Agreed.
Satanic has now been delivered to the PA, but that's a very good point, right? It's like it's like I'm giving you Aegis, so I have an advantage in the next fight. But if I don't use the Aegis, then what have I given it for? I've just traded. You know, you've gotten free stuff, which I'll like mention the Wisdom Runes. And look at it, look at the graph, all going up.
They definitely are, and they're trying to go for the push, but just sending in the illusions from the TB right now, using the old Zeal. Actually, jumping from RR, they're actually getting the hook on towards Phantom Assassin. Instead, Dragon Ball's out of position right now, but you can see the rest of the squad. They're waiting for that second life before they try and make any key plays. Here, Ref, he's going to move himself in. BKB and actually RR just disengaged this. Zet jumps in aggressively himself. Hook back, it lands on towards the Earth Spirit. Perfectly done. They've controlled him up, he's stunned, he's in danger, he will fall. And they're not even able to take down the tier 3 here from the Covenant. They're all trying to disengage. They're poking and prodding, trying to hold the back right now. Jumping from Aura with the fan of knives. They've killed Pampu. They will buy back it immediately though. And with the Dream Call, locked down towards Aura yet again, but the crits are doing some serious work. Chili's trying to stand his ground with the use there of the Hurricane Pike. He pushed him away, and they've lost the PA's life. Hirem as well there. He's able to get off the Sunder, but it just makes no difference. He will still die. Copycat in danger. Good hook. Lands on towards Wind Touch, and it's a whole team wipe going the way of Rogue Squad.
Dude, did you see what Pegasus... Okay, firstly, the hooks were wild. I can't believe in a situation like that the PA jumps in. He jumps in for that fight. What? And the hook on Zed brings him next to the fountain. It wasn't actually doing damage, but close enough that no one else wants to commit. He cancels the Dismember to hook the Grimstroke, so he gets the kill on both supports at the end, which, by the way, is insanely, like, so good. They have buybacks in all of Covenant. You don't want to use them, but what a victory.
Oh, huge. Absolutely huge. I guess maybe the idea was because they wanted to use the Aegis, because I think there was only like 30 seconds left of it. And maybe that was the whole reason that they made that crazy dive, and obviously it did not pan out at all. Now they've lost their mid-tier 3. The Glaives now are going to start doing some work on the base, look at them bounce around. Sesson, jump forwards. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication there. Both supports blink in front of each other, and the hook does absolutely nothing. But they take it down a full set of barracks, and yeah, they're gonna stick around for a little bit longer here.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. You know, as long as you leave within about 10 seconds of someone coming back. I actually am glad that hook. I'm not glad like I care, but if that hook does land, if you're Rogue Squad, you might be thinking, let's stick around and go for more. You don't want to. You got a big win. You changed the trajectory of the game. Like, be happy with what you have. The grass is not always greener on the other side.
It's very true. Sometimes it's brown, crispy, and damn right horrible, and luckily they do avoid that situation. 42-minute Wisdom Rune spawn. I thought that maybe Rogue Squad were going to steal the Dire one there because they were in the right spot, but I think no one was paying attention to the timer, so at the very least Covenant should be able to secure that one for themselves.
Playing a pro game is also different. And Wind Waker coming out, Bloodseeker. He's got the Halberd. Wait, is he not going for the Hex? There's the Hex on the Curry? What's going on there, buddy?
No, it's just changed up completely.
Enough gold. No, he should have enough gold for the Hex, actually, right? Because it's 1.8 for the mana and 600 for the recipe, something like that. It should be Hex. Should still be Hex.
Must be. I mean, his curry is at the shop, and it doesn't have anything on it.
Unusual. By the way, one thing that we're seeing is that apart from Pegasus, it doesn't feel like the other supports are really scaling. You know, like Pegasus is still doing a lot of work just because of the hook.
But now, 7k gold lead in the hands of Rogue Squad. 29 for 29 is the scoreline. And once again, the win probability has swapped sides. Now, 70 to 30 in the favor of Rogue Squad here.
By the way, level 25 on Puck, the Jim Coil pierces debuff immunity. So you can't just BKB. This is a huge Oh yeah. It's
How is
pretty
that
huge.
silent? It's not in range.
I don't know.
That was weird.
But
It was like right next to him, but somehow it just like pixels away. Weird.
They didn't take the talent. If they had taken the talent, he would have gotten him. But yeah, the Dream Coil pierces debuff immunity. Suddenly PA, there's really nothing you can do. There's no counterplay to this option. The best thing you can do is actually break the coil and have the instigate activate after. Otherwise, you're locked in for what, 7 seconds? Ooh, jeez.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big one. You can see that Rogue Squad, they're pinging out the top melee barracks. So like, guys, if they're getting Roche, we should at least take down a building.
Yeah.
So far, it's just Sesson hitting it, and unfortunately, not really enough that they can do. Like the Bloodseeker is on the complete opposite side of the map. Like he just really wants this Wind Waker.
To be fair, Sesson has been, if they win, it's all because of Sesson. Not all because, but like him and Pegasus really, look at him. He is 10,000 gold ahead of all the other cores. So he's keeping up. He's definitely like the third biggest player after RR as well as Sheikh Chili. And Zed is kind of useless at this point. Respect, it doesn't scale. We've mentioned it several times. ignore him, so his blade mail does nothing, and his damage is just whatever. Although, Acceptor's coming out. Ah, oh, that's new. Okay,
That's always good.
Radiant are scattered.
You got to be
Very
careful
tasty.
though that you don't actually save an enemy by turning them into stone
Yeah.
just as RR jumps in to crit him. As long as if you communicate that, you should be fine. But
Oh.
jump forward,
Oh!
hook, it lands. They got the grab on towards there. RR considering jumping in, doesn't go for it instead. Set's able to get the jump out. Now actually moving it forward. Check Chili in danger. They've used the Eclipse. He needs some help from the rest of his team. They're coming on in right now, but the Earth Spirit doesn't have much health really to help out. But Rogue Squad, they take that as a win. They're going to slow it down. Hook gets tanked by the illusion. Sesson is still poking into the back lines. Luriz is there also. They're just going to continue to poke from the high ground there, but they've lost their wards. So not much vision jump in. RR finds a free kill on towards Pampu. No Dark Willow now for a 400 seconds.
Oh, they need to be careful. Have they been tracking the buybacks from Papo? I believe he used it in the bottom lane when they were defending that racks. They need to be careful. Shake Chili. Holy moly. Session, he's leading them on a wild chase. If you are Covenant, leave him. Let him go. Your chance of catching him are pretty minor, and you're wasting so much time trying to go for this kill.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, yep.
I mean,
And by the way,
Sesson's probably about to cut some creep waves, but it is what it is.
Yep. It's only a few seconds, to be honest. They didn't spend too much time. Dark Willow, he actually, he does not have buyback. It's not available on cooldown. He's 90 seconds, so he didn't save money for it. Assassin, Zed, like, okay.
Yeah,
Wow,
he is
this
wasting
is-
so much time.
This is not needed, guys. Like, ignore the puck.
Yeah, I mean, there was that creep wave bottom, which I think they have Roshan banner, so they could have even used that to protect it against like a glyph used on the tower. But yeah, they get led on a wild goose chase, and that's just space that Rogue Squad will gladly take.
These are not weak players, by the way. These are all 10,000 plus MMR. I know it's like they're all ranking, the 400, 800. It's very impressive, but at this level, you can see like there's still some of those mentalities, like, oh, we can catch them. We don't have that same experience. Another team would have been like, ignore him. Just go for the big catch, which is the barracks, the buildings. Oh, very much a learning experience. And there you go. Agam Scepter finished on the Earth Spirit. So suddenly you have this great way of saving people and disabling enemies.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. See how much value he gets out of it. As it looks like Rogue Squad in the mid. They're looking to try and set up for a fight. Silence on towards RR. Hook, oil, land, maximum rain. They drag him back in right now. Put the Satanic. He's going to heal back up to 4, and it's going to be the punch that actually dies instead. Wind Waker there from Lou Riz, trying to get himself out. RR continues to jump forward with the blade belt though. He's got to be careful. Sharpshooter will miss. Eclipse is going to be there from Shek Chili. He actually forced himself in danger. Look how much damage is just flooding on out right now. As RR still just doing so much work. Another use of the Wind Waker as Lou Riz continues to be a thorn in their side. And they're all just going to try and disengage. Can they get another jump forwards? No, they will not. So it's a trade of a 1-for-1, and it's support for an offlaner.
2-for-1. Pegasus bought back. They do feel like they have to do something with this. It's so risky. If you let them go away, you have a disadvantage. Oh, okay.
Grim.
Nice.
Hit from the silence. Don't have any vision on him though, so he will be able to get himself out. Although Sesson, playing how he normally does, continuing to just full on aggressive the enemy side of the map.
He has the coil if he wants to go for it, but a Terrorblade, do you want to force? If you can force out a buyback, you can be relatively happy on Rogue Squad. Problem is that it's fine. Let's see, Pegasus is not just losing a support like a number, but you're losing your ability to sort of like defend and pressure because those hooks have been massive, and I think they're just gonna give this away.
Yeah.
That's not worth buying back just to maybe hope for a kill here.
Yeah, it would be very greedy. But they'll just take it as a minor little win, so just that lane's going to be slowly self-pushing itself out. So just that one set left at the bottom for the side of the Covenant, keeping themselves away from those mega creeps.
By the way, we haven't mentioned it, but most of the Dire have a Mind Breaker on them. They really want that silence to be landing on someone. For the Radiant, the interesting neutral item will be that Pudge has the Havoc Hammer, which deals his damage, his strength and damage. He's got a lot of strength. actually pretty wild how much damage he's able to deal with it.
This is our
Yeah, it's like 70, 1, 2, 10. It's like 300 damage, I think.
Yep.
In total, not bad. Come on, grab here. There is going to be Devour saving the Puck's life, but the Willow will be sacrificed there. Had to be done. Does have buyback at the very least, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Although Zet pursuing for more. Sesson considering setting up for a trap though. He has to be careful because they're not going to be in the best spot. Pegasus with the Glimmer will be able to get the Blink Dagger away, but Zet's going to continue to chase after him. The rest of the squad though, they're going to try and cut him off from the back lines. They're just going to double down and try and finish on Pegasus. He has a Ghost Scepter though, plus a Glimmer. There's no detection. He's wasting so much time. But in the back, Wind Touch will lose his life. They still don't even kill Pegasus, although it's all fun. They're going to try and go for him. The Aeon Disc is going to be there. Shek Chili gets hit by a crit, and he's nearly dead just from that alone. He's forced to stand his ground. A hook is there. It lands towards RR and drags him out of position. He's dead. What an insane play from Pegasus. And now Copycat, the only survivor, he's trying to run, but not fast enough, as he will die. Everybody has a buyback and they may very well be forced to use it because Pegasus, man, this guy's a machine.
Man, I mean, I can't blame them. They wanted him dead because they know he doesn't have buyback. They know how good he is, but he's like so many items keeping him alive. The Glimmer allows him to blink because the dust does damage, but you know, he blocks through the Glimmer Cape. Everyone's buyback. Covenant, all in. This is the only racks they have. They have to commit to defending it.
Yeah, it will force them to disengage, but tier 3 range barracks gone. It's a very hard spot, and now not a single buyback to be seen. Anybody dies, they're out for like a solid 2 minutes, and that probably be more than enough opportunities for Rogue Squad to make a play of their own. I don't know, man. Is it just any form of detection? Pegasus would have died. That fight would have gone completely different, but it didn't pan out that way.
You know what they actually need? They need a Nullifier on Covenant, because they're up against an Aeon Disc and a lot of defensive items. I imagine PA is not going for it. Wow. You absolutely have to get a Nullifier if you're PA this game. I mean, he's going for Axe Scepter. It's good, but it's not what you need. You need a Nullifier.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, they're poking and prodding. Shek Chili. Building's going down. RR is probably forced to commit forwards. Actually, the one committing is Zet. He's in so deep. He will pop the BKB right now. Meanwhile, the rest of the squad is still trying just to hold themselves back as the Dream Call's making space. Zet stones himself. Meanwhile, Zurus off to the side, trying to keep himself going. A jump in very aggressively here from the Puck. He wants to try and secure Megas right now. Maybe even kill Copycat, but he still can't finish it. The hook actually does pull back the Puck as RR jumps in aggressively himself. Zurus is trying to charge him. He gets hit from a Hex's control. Zet, though, is dead. And just the use of an easy Wind Waker gets himself out. Puck even finishes off the Hoodwink. It's a 5 versus 3. The hook, it lands on towards RR. Drags him out of position, but Mega Creeps have been secured here at Tomo.
Yes, they have, and you have 3 people only available to defend. Hook lands!
Oh, another hook!
Oh, he's gone.
Pegasus, you absolute machine, and there it is. GG is called. The Covenant are out of the qualifiers, and Rogue Squad take it 2-0.
Nah, it was, again, a very, very valiant effort from Covenant. Like, they did, look at it, he's like, oh, Hook Magnet. And Mantle of Intelligence are dropped as well. That is not nice at the end. But really well done by the